What is a wholesome animal fact you know? Despite all the weirdness that is the platypus, they are still discovering weird things about it. Within the past 2 years it was discovered that platypus fur glows blue-green. https www.science-news.org/article/platypus-glow-blue-green-light-fluorescent-fur. When exposed to ultraviolet light, orcas have incredibly complex social structures. They have different languages and regional dialects. They have names. They sing and dance. Pods that are close and speak the same language will mourn deaths and celebrate births together. Even from other pods, other families, their young are largely taught by the matriarch of the pod, and they're able to teach verbally, rather than by showing. This means they have culture. Traditions, not just instinct or patterns. One of the only animals in the world that has that. Mama cats can sense when their kittens are having nightmares, so they tightly pull them into a hug and lick their faces to aid them. Pigeons are not wild animals. They are feral. Every pigeon in your city is descended from escaped domesticated birds. You could catch and tame a pigeon just like any stray dog or cat. Vampire bats will share food with other vampire bats who haven't fed in the last day or two. Their metabolism means they die if they don't eat roughly every 3 days. This helps support members of the colony, even though it puts the sharer at risk. It is considered one of the few forms of altruism observed in non-human animals. When they hear running water, beavers will automatically start to build a dam. We know this because people put a speaker playing sounds of running water next to beavers. And the first thing they did was start building a dam on the speaker. Zebras can't sleep alone, which leads to my theory Marty spent like 80% of the Madagascar movies as a raging insomniac, hence explaining his erratic personality at times. Some bees take naps in flowers. Edit. Wholesome video of them. https://youtube.be/ztpf1emh7z. If you're having a shitty day, Google imaging quokka makes it a little better. Here, let me help. https www.google.com/search q equals quokka. Sea urchins will put rocks and shells on their heads as protection. If you put tiny hats near them, they'll wear those too. https old.reddit.com/r/interesting_urchins_protect_sea_rocks. Limit equals 500. English Mastiffs sailed on the Mayflower. Most people wouldn't consider dogs that can weigh nearly 200 pounds an essential, but most people weren't. John Goodman, the 25-year-old pilgrim, brought his English Mastiffs on the Mayflower with him. And they sailed to the New World. Though the master didn't last long, the community adopted his dogs and cared for them. Humans aren't the only species to be found to keep other animals as pets, livestock, in a way that resembles us much more than you might think. Some spiders have pet frogs. Some types of ants will raise aphids like livestock. In captivity the list expands, like how many cheetahs in captivity have emotional support service dogs to help them with anxiety and other issues. Especially in breeding programs where a happy cheetah is much more likely to be able to carry to term. Even species that don't exhibit the behavior yet show that they could if presented with the right option of pet. See elephants getting excited about cute things. and being very gentle with anything they know is smaller, weaker than them. Cows has best friends. Otters hold each other's hands when they are sleeping so they don't float away. Dogs will sneeze to let you know that they are only playing and don't intend to hurt you while they are playing with them violently. In a recent study, researchers put one rat in an uncomfortably small, confined space that can be opened by another rat on the outside. The outside rat would figure out how to release the trapped rat when they made sounds of distress. Even when the researchers distracted the outside rat with treats, it would save a treat for the trapped rat when it let it out. Basically proving that rats have empathy. Which I already knew. I love rats. They make amazing pets. Clean and smart. It's just a damn shame that they only live about 3 to 4 years on average. Plenty of time to break your heart. But definitely not long enough. Corvids are often seen playing with objects and other creatures. Scientists speculate it is simply because they like to have fun. River otters have a favorite rock that they keep in their little pocket. https aquarium.org/a-c-otters-toolkit/ I love watching otters. Deer adopt baby deer. Like if a mom deer gets hit on the road. And another mom deer is around. Which is likely because they are herd animals. They just like, I guess I got to now. Woman shrugging. I think a lot of animals are all, not my kid. Not my problem, but not deer.